Hey friends, it's Jenny Gaston, licensed professional counselor. If you ever found yourself declining invitations, avoiding group chats, or pulling away from people, you're not alone. Today we're going to dive deep into why survivors of narcissistic abuse or toxic relationships avoid social gatherings and vulnerability and how to heal. Now, when you've been in a relationship, whether it's romantic with family or friends, professional, with a narcissist, your brain rewires for survival. You are constantly walking on eggshells, trying not to upset them. And over time, your nervous system becomes hyper alert. This is why many times PTSD is misdiagnosed as ADHD, because that hyper alert can create this hyper vigilance where you're on edge, constantly checking your surroundings, and that can look like hyperactivity. But anyway, so when it's time to enter a social gathering, even if it's like, these are my people, your body says, danger. You might be judged, you might be used again, and this is where socialization becomes scary. And you say, you know what, I'll stay in. And the more you stay in, the more comfortable you are with being by yourself, the more you avoid. It decreases that muscle, because being in social gathering, it is a muscle that you use. And the less you use it, many times the less you want to step out. Let's talk about the reasons why, if you struggled with this, why this is the case. For one, there's a fear of judgment. Narcissists criticize your every move. You may now assume others are thinking the same harsh things. There's also a loss of identity. When you're gaslit and manipulated, you question your likes, needs, and even your voice. Sometimes there's a lack of trust as well, because vulnerability once led to what? Betrayal. Now keeping people at an arm's length feels safer. And if that's you, give yourself grace. Your behavior is not weakness, it's protection. And there is an armor in isolation. This is why vulnerability sometimes feels risky. Now let's talk about vulnerability. After narcissistic abuse, opening up feels like handing someone a weapon. Maybe you tried to be honest about your feelings before and it was used against you or thrown in your face. You were mocked. Maybe it was twisted or ignored. So you put up these walls. Okay, the danger in that, over time, isolation can lead to anxiety, depression, and this false belief that you're unworthy of real connection. But here's the truth. You are not hard to love. You were just in an environment that didn't know how to love you well. And so, how to step towards healing and reconnecting? So I would say the first step is to find a community again and begin to trust others. And I know it's hard because you are taking a risk. You are, right? So here are 5 tools to help. 1, gentle exposure. Start small, right? Don't like show up to a conference with thousands of people, but say yes to one-on-one at a coffee shop, not a big party, like I said. Build up trust in safe, low pressure environments. All right. The second tip I would say is to do some inner child work. Ask yourself, what part of me feels scared to be seen? Or journal about these thoughts. Therapy can be helpful, right, to reparent that inner child wound. And if you're interested in more inner child healing, I'll link a video that can be helpful. It's also important to build strong boundaries. Boundaries are your superpower, right? You get to decide who get access to your energy. Use phrases like, you know what, I'm not comfortable with that, or I need some space right now. And that's okay. And guess what? No is a complete sentence. It's important to also create a safe person checklist. Not everyone is safe, okay? but some people are. So look for traits like, consistency, respect for your no, listening without judgment, people who encourage your growth, right? Because some folks are crabs, like crabs in the barrel. They're constantly pulling you down. And those are the people you don't want to be around. Okay. And community healing is important. So if you can't afford therapy, join a support group, right? Online or in person with other survivors. Being seen and by those who get it allows you to have profound healing. And you deserve to belong. And I want you to hear this. You were never too sensitive. You're simply reacting to emotional harm. And you're never too much. You were made to take up space. All right. Vulnerability is a risk, but it's also a gateway to connection. Okay. Healing doesn't mean you'll never be scared again. It means you'll know how to respond to fear with kindness, not avoidance, with assertiveness, right? Not being passive. And if today's message resonated with you, kindly subscribe, like, and share this video. Also, leave a comment with, I'm learning to trust again. Let's start this healing journey together, one moment at a time. And you know what? That's what being present is all about. Take things one day at a time, 1 hour at a time, 1 minute and 1 second at a time. And if you want more mental health content, don't forget to hit the notification bell so you can be notified of the next video. And remember, healing is not a destination. It's a journey. It's a process. You don't have to walk alone. Many times we want to be a masterpiece right now, right? But whenever you look at beautiful artwork, there's so many details and nuances, and it's a process, it's a journey, and it takes time. Okay, so be patient with yourself.